You know what that means, Jim? It's time for the wind-up here. We're going to get ready to
that means the station break music is getting longer every time, is what that means.
We have a lot more to cover on the experience in just a few days, but one last big story here at the end, Jim. I don't even know where to begin.
I know where you're going.
Have you been following the Ric Flair Hulk Hogan street drugs controversy?
Well, hopefully you will bring some more context to it, but I will say that I have been following the reports that apparently on some type of interview or program or somewhere, Ric Flair made the comments that poor Hulk Hogan, apparently he died from street drugs because he had so many surgeries. He was in so much pain. The doctors wouldn't give him enough whatever. And he resorted to some, I don't know, he sent emissaries out. He's laid up in bed or whatever. And I guess he would have sent emissaries out to find him street drugs, which then killed him. Which that's what he said, that what I've been told is blah, 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 blah. And apparently he shouldn't have told what he'd been told, but stopping right there before we hear the resolution of it is, even if you were told that about a friend of yours, would you go on like the fucking Midday New York on NBC or whatever? And so, by the way, I heard that my friend Joe used to live down the street from me in Long Island. Yeah, he died of fucking black tar heroin or what?
He's done this before. I want to say it was, gee, I don't even remember how many years ago. Didn't he like announce that Blackjack Mulligan was about to die when no one knew that Blackjack Mulligan was sick, or at least that sick? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I don't want to comment any further because it'll help bury Rick when he's doing a good enough job himself. I'm just thinking that, wouldn't you have thought twice before you publicly said that about a worldwide figure who also is allegedly a friend of yours, if it wasn't already out in the general public sphere?
Well, I have the quote here, the exact quote. This is from the Double Coverage podcast. Ric Flair said about Hulk Hogan, "I talked to him the day before he died. I shouldn't say this, but what killed him was street drugs. When the doctor wouldn't prescribe him anymore, he was to stop laughing. You're getting me to laugh.
I shouldn't say this, but you know, goddamn, I have pictures of him fucking an ocelot.
When the doctor wouldn't prescribe anymore, he was in so much pain. Then he had a neck surgery and got infected. So back in the hospital, imagine 10 back surgeries, 2 knees, 2 hips, all this. And then when the doctor would not prescribe any more pain medication, they just couldn't do it. In all due conscience. So they went and got the drugs off the street. His body just said, you know what? Bingo. I can't do it anymore. Sad.
Sad. And who's they? That he's implicating. Think about this. Hogan's family, I guess his ex-wife or whoever's involved in it with her, aren't they in the middle of a malpractice lawsuit saying that it was medical malpractice that caused some issue? Well, then the defense of that can come back and say, well, his best friend said he was taking fucking meth. I don't know what he's doing.
Really? Yeah, how's Ric Flair helping anyone by saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, his best friend said he's out here on all his goddamn street drugs. He could have been drinking fucking Clorox. We don't know. How is that?
Well, again, that's a quote from the Double Coverage podcast. Obviously, a very serious interview with Ric Flair. He then put out a tweet. Let me read this to you, Jim. This is from his Twitter account, at Ric Flair, NATR Boy, from November 28th, 3:47 p.m. going to try to read this the best I can. Everything is capitalized here.
You got to do that on purpose, don't you?
You do. It's a choice. There seems to be some controversy over my remarks that street drugs killed Hulk Hogan. I only was repeating what I know to be fact through family members. So now he's pointing the fingers at them.
Nope.
Hold on, there's more. After 11 back surgeries, hip replacements, knee replacement, shoulder replacement, and 2 neck surgeries, I am sure the pain was unbearable. A doctor, as I know, can only prescribe so much pain medication under the medical guidelines. I've been told that all they did was to help him not to hurt him, to help him get through the night and the pain. Eventually that catches up with you, as we know, as we know with everybody. He was my friend, a man I respected.
And his family drugged him and killed him. What is the world? Why do you have to? Could he take out a billboard? Why do you have to announce these things? And if he's concerned about this, shouldn't he call some authorities?
He was my friend, a man I respected, and I'm only reporting what I've been told. Nothing more, nothing less.
By who?
This was not an attempt to demean Hulk Hogan or his legacy. I've always referred to him as being one of the 2 biggest stars in the industry, himself and Steve Austin. I apologize if people misunderstood my statement. Hulkamania forever!
Oh, no. But, okay, again, even if let's say that there was any validity to this because we don't know where it came from, but is this something that you just discuss willy-nilly out on podcasts and tweet about? And apparently if you have the most recent communique from Nate, Hogan's wife wasn't real happy about it.
You got to imagine it's like some kind of group text to her, Nick Hogan, a few other people. Who the fuck is talking to Ric Flair? Because that's what he's saying. Like, I know they were doing this. They were driving around doing this.
You think it's Brooke? Because Brooke ain't with the rest of the clique there anymore, is she?
She's not, but she seems like she kind of has her shit together. I don't think she was turning to Uncle Rick.
She was the most normal one.
Yeah, I don't think she's turning to Ric Flair right now. Rick, you have such a great way of handling the press. Go out there and say this. By the way, Rick, I really want to get you fired up. The drug dealer's an Egyptian. Yeah, I don't know if there's any defending this, but we have another article here.
Possibly Linda the Looney. So, I know what they did. I know what they did, Rick. They killed him.
Well, he said, I'm talking to the family. That's a very vague... Could be anyone. Could be Randy Hogan.
Maybe it was Charlie Manson. All right. Anyway, the most recent.
Well, this is not the most recent. This is the second to most recent. This is from yesterday as we are recording, December 1st, 2025, from TMZ Sports. Hulk Hogan's widow denies Ric Flair's claim street drugs didn't kill WWE legend.
You know they're common drugs, something you find on every street.
Ric Flair's shocking claim that street drugs killed Hulk Hogan is simply not true. This, according to the wrestling legend's widow, who tells TMZ Sports that the Nature Boy was fed some bad info. Flair, why do they write like that?
I wonder if it was in liquid or solid form.
Flair recently...
Now you're a goddamn newscaster.
Flair recently
Straighten your shit out there, pal.
Flair recently addressed Hogan's death on the Double Coverage podcast when he stated that he spoke with Hulk the day before he passed about his deteriorating health. There it is.
And speech patterns.
Flair claimed Hogan's doctor stopped prescribing him. Well, we already said all that stuff. We asked Hogan's widow, Sky, about Flair's comments, and she said point blank, that didn't happen at all. Sky, who also denied that Flair spoke to Hulk.
By the way, are we expected to trust someone named Sky?
Our parents named her. I mean, unless it's like a nickname. You have a problem with Sky?
It sounds suspicious to me, but
well, Sky, who also denied that Flair spoke to Hulk the day before his death. so she's calling bullshit on that too. Went on to say
it was a couple months, maybe out of time flies.
Went on to say that the icon was under constant care of the Morton Plant Hospital in Florida, so Nate had to have either been misinformed or he misunderstood. Sky said the only changes to Hulk's medication came following his neck procedure to ensure whatever he was taking did not impact his lungs. We spoke with 2 other family sources about Flair's claim, and they both stated it was completely untrue as well. They found the thing to unite the Hogan family and pointing at that Ric Flair's full of shit.
Oh, why is he doing this?
The family isn't pissed at Flair. They know he was one of Hogan's close buddies and didn't mean any harm with his words, but they wanted to make it clear he got this one wrong. As we previously reported, Sky was planning to file a malpractice lawsuit over Hogan's death back in August, although it's unclear if it's still in the works.
And I know one material witness that will be called by the defense if it is.
Ric Flair, once again, Jim, took to Twitter to address Sky's comments to TMZ Sports.
He can't just call her on the phone.
Once again, every first letter is capitalized. It's a photo posted of him with Hulk Hogan. Seems to be from a little while back. There's a man doing a cameo in the background. Looks like a modern-day Uncle Fester.
It better be from a little while back if it's him and Hogan. What kind of goddamn shit's Rick pulling these days, then?
Ric Flair wrote, "Okay, Sky, I got bad information according to you.
Uh-oh.
I should have never mentioned it. I have known Hogan since 1979.
This was before you were born, young lady.
Let's just move past this and concentrate on his legacy. Period. End of story. Let's preserve his legacy," and that's in caps, "rather than dwell on any negative energy."
What?
I repeat, Hulkamania forever. He's the one who created the negative energy.
I was about to say that didn't sound like a full-throated apology for getting the facts right. Okay, well, you and the family say one thing, but I was told another thing, so we'll just agree to he was great. And don't dwell on the negative things that I said that you had to rebut to TMZ.
And who knows who he talked to? That's another question. If you have any kind of medical issue, do you want Ric Flair knowing at this point? Have you heard too much? Where you're like, don't tell Rick. I know he's my friend. Don't tell him what's going on with anything with us.
Yeah. Oh, Rick, I tell you, I got these hemorrhoids. Oh, never mind. I'm doing great.
Because it's going to cry. At some point, it's going to be like, my friend, yeah, you hear he's leaving his wife. Yeah, he's just waiting. And then it's going to get out. It's like, what the fuck? I had the wrong information. I'm sorry. I take it all back according to you.
I'm glad that he never did work on any government contracts. We would be at a security risk. Rick can't keep things to himself anymore. Apparently.
There was a time that what they want him to run for, was it governor or senator in North Carolina?
Oh my God. I think it was governor. It was governor, I believe.
That was a long
So
while
we would have known all the fucking gory details about what was going on in North Carolina.
Ric Flair in an affair with Olivia Nuzzy. Hear the text message. Well,
the airplane press pool would have been traveling by helicopter.
Well, I think, Jim, that brings us full circle here today. That's the latest from the Ric Flair Hulk Hogan file.